Hi everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and I just drew something I don't like in my journal, and I just wanted to show you a quick way to get out of it. So I happen to have some book pages that I did some splotching on in a previous video, just for fun. Just put random dots on this, and I thought I could do a million and one things with these types of papers, which I will show you in this video. But I drew this, and I don't like it, and I just wanted to show you we can just cover it up. We can just go in there, cover it up with the best of them, and then it's almost like it never happened. And the colors kind of match here and here. I like that. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, going in with that idea because I just don't like it. And we do have the power to cover things up. Now, I did try to keep going with my keep going until the bitter end. Add this, add that, because sometimes you don't know how close you are to something that you will like. But I was getting farther and farther away from anything I liked. So I decided to try something new and just cover it up. So I already had this piece dry. Let me back up a little bit so you can see a little bit more. And I'm just going to align it with the corners. And you could leave something showing to make it a little bit of a frame. But I think I'm just going to cover the whole thing up because I'm just not excited about it. No, not in the least. So it has now disappeared almost. There's a little bit up there and I can do something with that. Like I can put a little rubber stamp there. Oh, let's see. Here's a nice little leaf design. And let's see, where's my black? Where is my black? If I can't find it, I'll use the gray. No. No. Oh, it's here somewhere. You can just bet your bottom dollar it's right here somewhere. As soon as I clean up, I'll find it. But in the meantime, I'm going to use hickory smoke because it's almost black. This is a oak leaf stamp. Alright. Alright. Just cover that up a little bit. Put a couple oak leaves there. There. Okay. So that kind of dealt with that over there. It's not as noticeable. And you could go back in, say, with a black marker or something. And those little areas of pink that are showing, you can just cover them up. Yeah, just cover them up. Turn them into little black areas. Like that. Maybe turn it into part of the leaf coming out. Why not? There. Okay, solidify that area there. And now the pink is gone. Okay, so now we have this pretty page, and you could put things on top of that. I still have this piece of washi tape stuff that I used here, and we could make a little pocket on the bottom, which would be really cute. Let's do that. So the whole thing is, don't freak out. Everything's going to be okay. Do we want to do it like this? Maybe like that. That's kind of cool. All right. There we go. And we'll just make it about there. Okay. And there, we do that. It totally transformed the page. It doesn't look anything like what it looked like originally. And we'll just ink up the edges a little bit so the pocket pops a little bit. So this is a tricky way out of a little mini disaster. We call it a craftastrophe. Yeah, it wasn't really a craftastrophe. It was just something that needed a minor tweak. But sometimes we like to get dramatic. Yes. All right, so I'm going to put that there. And then I've got a nice little pocket to work with. Let me get my Fabrifix glue in my condiment twist top bottle and lay some glue down here. Remember to close this back up and then put it upside down in your glue caddy. That way it's ready to go right away. Okay, there we go. And then we can tuck something fun in there. Yep. And we have some pretty little journal. Oh, that's a pretty journal card. Maybe we could pop you in there. It's from a Digikit. I think it's called Pink Hearts. Not 100% sure, but I think it is. Just pretty little cards somebody could write on. All right, there we go. Okay, so that's one way to that. And so then I wanted to show you, let's say you've made some weird pages, as I did. This is literally wiping off extra paint. I think I was painting with white, yellow, and green, and I did it on an old book page. So I thought, why don't I save that and I can make something out of it? So that's where the old paper punches come into. Here's something I haven't used in a long time. I don't know what this one looks like. I think it's supposed to look like three 3 like tags at once. And they might be really tiny. Oh no, it's the top of a tag. That's interesting. Well, let's just go with it. I have no idea why it gives you that shape. But I can turn this into a something. Sure I can. All right. Okay, so we could add that in here. Maybe that'd be something that they could play with. And depending on the size or the shape, this is a tag, like I'd say, page tab maker. I want to get a little closer to the color, I think. Okay. And you don't really need one of these, but if you have one, but what the heck, make one. All right, so the deal behind this is you fold it in half, and it goes on the edge of a page, such as this, as a little page tab. Kind of a weird thing, I know, but you don't really need it, honestly. It gives you a unique little shape, and if you want that, that's fine. But I'll make some where you can just use regular paper and you don't need the fancy cutter. Okay, so I've made my fold, so I know half is going onto the front, half is going to the back. I'm not going to stick it all the way down on it because I want the page tab to stick out a little bit. So you might want to give it a little bit of edge sticking out if that's what you want. Okay, so when you do that, you've got a little tab there. Okay, so let's say, oh, I don't have one of those fancy page tab clip thingers. You don't need it. Really, all you need is a pair of scissors. And you just really want a rectangle. Nothing fancy, but I love the old text on here, that font style. So we can make a big one, a little one. All right. And maybe we'll cut it there. And really all you do is fold it in half. Okay. That. And then maybe you want to ink it up a little bit because, you know, we do. We like that kind of stuff around town here. And this is a pink one got on here. I didn't even cut it very straight, but you can always go back and trim this even. So it's the same length on either side. And I'm just giving a little extra color. Maybe my green needed some pink with it just to make it look really cute. All right, just give a nice little pink edge there, a little pink edge there. And then let's say somewhere in the first signature, I'm going to get a little more pink here on this side. That's a nice brown page, and this is going to look pretty. All you do is open it up after you've folded it. And, okay, I'll tell you what you don't do. You don't grab your string cheese that you're eating as a snack. You add your glue stick because they do look similar and they probably taste similar. Honestly, who are we kidding? But don't glue with your string cheese, and don't eat. Do not eat your glue stick. No, that would be very bad. Okay. Don't ask me how I know. Okay. So this I'm just going to maybe put here. Again, I'm going to leave a little farther away from the edge. So I do have tab-like thing forming. So that's very easy. Look, isn't that cute? I mean, here. Yeah, it's just a pretty little thing. It has a pretty text, pretty font. It was just blotched with green. Okay. So since we're rolling in the realm of page tabs, which is always fun to do, always decorative. Let's see how, this is a pretty piece of decorated paper. It was mass made, and we're just going with that. Now maybe, just maybe, I want to do something a little bit different. And I still want to make a page tab because I'm in page tab mode. So I'm going to fold this up a bit, maybe the width of, like how wide I want my page tab. But instead, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you something really fancy. Do it like that, and then we're going to fold it like that. Okay? And we're going to cut a heart out. We're actually going to cut it. We're going to cut it up here. If you have to go there, that's all right. But I want to keep it contained into where my fold is. Just a little little snip into the center. A little one, okay? And maybe round that out a little bit. I don't know how many I have here. I think I'm only supposed to have 2 hearts, but they should come out. Oop, I need more of a dip. Go double checking, rechecking my dip. Okay. And there I have 2 little hearts that are actually connected. But I didn't want them connected at the bottom. So I'm going to trim that a little closer to the edge and actually separate them at the bottom. Because I wanted, you know what? I want more of a dip here. I'm not holding back. I'm going the whole way and requesting a larger dip. Now, I usually do too much and then I regret it. So let me see. Okay. Oh no, that looks really good. Okay. So I got 2 hearts that look really cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them back to back and I am going to glue them as, yes, you guessed it, a page tab. So I'm going to put part on the back, part on the front, and then glue them together, and that's going to be a page tab. So you can make page tabs out of anything in multiple different ways and in different shapes. And if the paper is too thin, you could just glue more paper underneath. Maybe make some hearts out of copy paper or something that's similar shape. Just use your shape as a template that you already cut out. Or cut them all at the same time if you feel like you're going to want to go a little thicker. Okay, so I know that I'm going to do at least, it's going to be not much sticking out, okay? Maybe down to the point of the heart. Maybe like that. Okay, get that all nice down that side. This one, I'm just going to match it up. Like here. And I'm just going to smoosh them together at the top. Make sure they're aligned. You can kind of eyeball align. Then you want to check this side and make sure it's like eyeball aligned. And you have a cute little page tab. Isn't that cute? That's really cute. I mean, that's literally out of nothing, and anybody can do that. And if you're like, want more emphasis on it, you could use a aquarellable Stabilo water-soluble graphite pencil, or you could just come along with a Faber-Castell fine marker, and this one doesn't really want to write, but it's going to work for our purposes here. It's going to make a little bit of an outline. Okay, there, it's starting to write a little better. Just need a little nudge. So you could do something like that just to give it a little bit more pop. So just some simple ideas from the crafting front today. Maybe just something a little bit different, off the traditional path. And we are good to go. So there you go. Just fun things to do in your junk journal. Now, if you wanted to keep going, and let's just say you're being goofy and crafty and you really don't know what you're doing, you could do something like this. Like this could be like a little balloon string coming down from a little crafty heart. And then you've got that. Yeah. And they could easily write over that. But that's just like a fun little artistic extra, just for the heck of it. Let me see if Sunshine is not here. Let me go get him. Okay, we have somebody who has entered the building. Hello, everybody. This is Sunshine, Junior Cup Pop Reporter. Can you back it up, Mom? I'm a little close. Okay. All right, I'm getting situated. Hold on. I'm almost situated. Okay. Hello, everybody. I had to let you know that Sunshine has a new favorite toy. Okay, Mom, he's over there. Can you get him, please? Sure. I'd be happy to. Okay, I'm leaving. Now I'm coming back. I am coming back. Coming back with my toy. Here we go. You got Bull, and everything's okay. I got Bull, and everything's okay. Okay, so, well, I'm gone again. I thought everything was okay. It is. It's okay. I was just unsure. All right, let me make more room so maybe you feel crowded. I don't want you to feel crowded. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, I got you. I got you. Don't worry, you're not going anywhere. Hello, everybody. This is, I'm going to start again. Sunshine, Junior Cup Pop Reporter, with my new favorite toy. Okay, going to try this. Mother's doing a balancing act with me and Bull. Whoop, dropped it. Nope, don't fall, Bull. All right, anyway, this, there goes the glue. Oh, we got a wiggle mouse today. All right, we're gonna, okay, all right, no, we're having a moment. Hold on. Are you okay? Are everything all right? Yes, he's fine. Okay, we're going to do our pup day now. All right, we're calm again. Everything's good. Go back into sleep mode. I'm going to try to get Mr. Bull. Who's your favorite toy? It's Mr. Bull. Okay, do you know he's right behind you? Yes, I know. I'm fully aware that he's right behind me. But if you move your hand even one smidgen, Mom, I will feel unsteady and unsafe because I like when you have my head. 'Cause you can do whatever you want with my ears today, Mom. Just do not let go of my head. Yeah? Not holding your head tight or anything. It's just, maybe it's massage mode that we like. Yes, we do like massage mode. Yep. When Mom gets her nails done, she goes in the fancy chair, and it gives her massage mode, and she likes it. And then she comes home, and she gives Sunny massage mode, and I like it. All right, we're going to see if we can sneak Mr. Bull back up here. Oh, here he is. Okay, so anyway, this is Mr. Bull. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Bull, and I am Sunshine's favorite toy as of right now. So if Mom threw me over that way, Sunshine would be all about it, and he would go and he would get me, but he would not bring me back because he does not partake in that part of the game. No, he signed off that he does not want to be a retriever. He's only a go-getter. That's right. So this is Sunshine and Bull having a nap in front of you on the paper outpost. I love you, Sunny. I really do. Okay. All right, you two. All right, Mom, I think I need to continue my nap now, please. Very well, very well. We have no concerns about that. Okay, so off you go. Yes, that is the moving chair. And let's go ahead. All right, ready? Okay, I'm going to launch Bull now. I'm going to give a few priming squeaks. Go get it. Oh, yeah, he's off and running. And go ahead, play with your Bull. All right, that's what we got. It's life around here. Okay, so if you don't know, I have a free monthly email newsletter that you can get. It's in the drop-down description box below. The link is, but if you can't get that link, just check out this link. This is my master link to all my links. So if you want my Etsy shop, my Amazon shop, my merchandise shop, any of my social media links, my YouTube channel link, all my videos, things like that, you can get it right there on my podcast along with the newsletter. So with the newsletter, if you sign up for that, you get a free digital image emailed to you every month so you can use in your artwork and your junk journaling. You get a checklist of supplies, over 500 really cool things that you can find in your immediate area, usually free or almost free, things you might not realize you could use for junk journaling, but when you see them in a grand list, you say to yourself, oh my goodness, of course I have a ton of that stuff. So there you go. You also get a checklist of supply. Did I just say that? I'm not sure. 500 list of things to look for. That was the checklist, yeah. A note from the bookmaker, which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it, and then also a page list of ideas. So check those out. Freebies at the bottom of every newsletter issue. And also you get a fresh list of junk journal tips and ideas in every newsletter, as well as peeks at my new digikits and also peeks at any specials that might be going on that month. So there you go. What I have, my videos come out Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. My new audio material for my podcast comes out on Tuesdays every day. And also you can watch video podcasts on the other days of the week. Also, I have an Amazon shop, which shows my favorite tools and supplies. I also have a products link on my videos that you may be able to access for products. And also, I have a merchandise shop, if you like the phrase, create with reckless abandon, or everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise. You can get that on a t-shirt, sweatshirt, zip tote, mug tote, or water bottle. And we are wishing you lots of fun. Remember, fun can be simple. And create with reckless abandon, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.